Okay, hello, greetings and welcome. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about the do's and don'ts of Qigong training. So there's a lot of people talking about you shouldn't eat before you do Qigong, or you shouldn't drink before you do Qigong, or you shouldn't eat directly after Qigong. That's mostly nonsense. I wouldn't buy into that. Your body is an alchemical Qigong pot. Every time you breathe, your body's doing Qigong. You're just not conscious of it. Qigong is an amplification of what is naturally already there. So when you're taking food, you place the bowl of food in front of you, you charge it with energy. So the act of consuming food is Qigong. You put your ideas into it, your goals, whatever you want to achieve, you charge that information with energy and you put it into your food. Then when you put the food in your mouth, you breathe, you mix the saliva with the food, you charge vitality and you charge the chemistry and equalize that food with your digestive system. And then when you swallow, you let it go into your stomach and you equalize with the feeling of the food, so you get a very good, clean, clear absorption. You have a glass of water, you charge the water with energy. When you drink, you swirl it, mix it with your saliva, and then swallow it down. And that goes with any liquid. So we practice Qigong with every part of our life. We're vital breathing, we're walking down the street. If you go for a run, you build the air element. If you want to go for a swim in winter and you go into cold water, you do your forearm breathing exercises, heat your body up. If there's a hurricane, winds blowing around, you put your protective chi up and you go and train. It makes your protective chi stronger. What you get exposed to generates a type of immunity. So most of the books on Qigong have bad advice. They talk about don't do this, you should do that. Every aspect of your life is Qigong. So from when you're sleeping right through your day. Now, what Qigong does is amplifies processes. So if you want to get a really good sleep, before you go to sleep, you're obviously not going to do an energizing type of Qigong. You're going to be doing a releasing type of Qigong. So you're going to soften, increase your mental space, soften your mental matrix, then observe your astral emotional space, expand that, put it into equanimity, go into your body, feel your body, relax the muscles, open the joints, let your vitality radiate out, generate equanimity in the three bodies, close your eyes, go to sleep and have a nice deep sleep. So you're creating the conditions through a Qigong exercise for deep sleep. You wake up in the morning, you take a bottle of water, you charge it up, you drink the water. If you have any supplements that you like to take, that's the best time to do them. If you take green juices within the first 30 minutes of waking up, that's the best time to do it, where you charge your body with all these nutrients as soon as you wake up. Any energizing Qigong, you do first thing in the morning. If you're going to energize yourself for an activity, you do the energizing Qigong before the activity. After the activity, you do nourishing Qigong. If your energy is exhausted, you nourish your system. So when we vital breathe, if I put a power stretch out, it's an energizing Qigong. Energizing Qigong uses energy. So if you're depleted, you use nourishing Qigong. So you would use a Qigong where you're much softer, much more gentle, and you nourish the deeper yin levels of Qi and you raise them up. Where energizing Qigong, you don't do when you need nourishment. It's a different type of thing. So understanding common sense rules of Qigong, energizing Qigong is like going for a run. You build power and then you use the power and metabolize it to build a reservoir of resiliency inside your energy field. This basic understanding, if you're a person who's depleted a lot or has some sort of illness, allergy, so that you're lethargic and low on energy, you don't do energizing Qigong because that uses energy to do it. You use nourishing Qigong that nourishes the deep energy, brings it up to the threshold so that you're able to do energizing Qigong. So these are all common sense type of applications. As you're learning a broader and broader spectrum of different types of Qigong exercises, always look at what are the physical body mechanics, What are the feeling astral chi mechanics? What are the mental mechanics? The mental mechanics relate to your mental space, the frequency that you're tuning into, and the regulation of the timing. Your astral mechanics relate to the psychology, the emotions, the personality of the energy, what it does, what's the outcome? Does it heal people? Does it shock people? Does it bounce people? What are what's the experience of anyone who encounters that energy, that qigong? And then the mechanics. How do you support that? How do you generate the engine to produce those conditions astrally, mentally? So every qigong, you want to look at those conditions, you want to understand it correctly, and practice it with those three dantians doing their roles correctly. The greater the spectrum of qigong exercise you have in your toolbox, the more functional qigong is in your life. If you're going to do some study, you expand your mental space, increase the air element in the mental body and the upper aspects of the astral body, and then you open the book and you get into your study and you keep an open, expanded mental space. If you're going to pick up a musical instrument, you would tune the air element into the astral rhythms of music. So that intellectual processing is up here, music is closer to the physical. It has a physical rhythm in your physical body. So you're going to tune to those levels of music and physical rhythms. So the air element would regulate that. If you're going to be working with wanting to go for running, you'd also use the air element. So you'd build a more expanded space. You use a yellow color inside the air element, so it's very, very active. And you'd build that up before you go for a run, and then you continue to breathe that while you're running. So your Qigong exercises and your library of exercises, you want to have enough that you can fill every aspect of your life, every need. Okay, so I hope this helps with some of those things that come up in books, and that there is no time that you can't do Qigong. You can do Qigong under any conditions. The harsher the conditions, the more you're going to grow and stronger you're going to get. Okay, thank you for your time, and see you on the next video.